Why do I bother to set up the right skew to make it even when it's supposed to be this way? Yes, that's perfectly Askew if you ask me. Okay. Askew Askme too! That's even more punny when it's number 2. Askew Askme too. Huh. If you don't know yet, Askew Askme is a Q&A series on this channel where I answer your questions. So if you have any, leave them under this video. Okay, so let's just go straight to the questions. W Szczebrzeszynie chrząszcz brzmi w trzcinie, a Krzyś brzdąka na pianinie. Ride this. I'll try. I'm riding it. As a Polish person, you see the country from a different perspective to those of us from elsewhere. So what is your favorite place in Poland, outside Łódź, and why? Wow, it's kind of a cliche, but I have a really soft spot for Zakopane. Yes, I've been there like 3 times probably, and never in the winter, so I might come back. Yeah, but I highly recommend. I mean, it's not only about the mountains, but just the town is really lovely. I really like the seaside, even though Baltic Sea is not the best. And it's really cold, but and kind of dirty. Not the best sea, definitely. But I really like the Tri-City. I have to say that. I like the Tri-City, yeah. For my own reasons. And I really liked Ustka as well when I was there, because it kind of reminded me of seaside Zakopane, I guess. It has a similar vibe. Shut up, phone! Why did I even turn on the... No, I'm offline, officially. But when it comes to like bigger cities, my favorite big city in Poland is Wrocław, actually. And it's not Wrocław, it's Wrocław, okay? I heard so many times when people, especially Americans, pronounce it as Wrocław. Are you serious? That's not even an L. That's an Eł. How Polish people look at us. I'm Italian and I'm a penguin. I love Italian people and Italian language and Italian food and the country. Just everything about Italy. And yeah, and penguins are cool too, so that's a good combo. I think Polish people kind of associate with Italians, but the thing I don't like about Polish people and Italians is that we made up a really ridiculous and stupid name for you guys, because we call you Włochy, which is offensive as fuck. I mean, it's not super offensive, but it just means big hair, so it kind of shows that you guys have a lot of hair, I guess. I really don't like this name. Couldn't we just call it Italia? What the hell? Really? Poland? Miki M is asking me about my favorite music. Wow. Okay, so this one will be long. I especially did an infographics of my favorite music for you guys. And of course the sizes of the fonts are supposed to show which music I listen to more and which music I listen to less. So yeah, so as you can see, I mean, there is a reason for Linkin Park and System of a Down being quite in the middle, because those are, well, first Linkin Park and then System of a Down are the first bands I started listening to like a crazy person. And yeah, Linkin Park is the band I got really obsessed with. I mentioned having a crush on Mike Shinoda in the 50 Facts video, so that's quite obvious that I listen to Linkin Park. But the thing about Linkin Park is that I started listening to them kind of along with System of a Down, even though they are kind of from different genres, but never mind, when I was like 12. But then in 2006 or 7, there was a record, Minutes to Midnight, and that was the last record I listened to before I had like a 10 years of break in listening to new music from Linkin Park. And I feel a bit stupid about it because I actually liked Minutes to Midnight. It was a really good album, even though they started changing the style of their music already. But then I heard Castle of Glass or New Divide or something, I can't remember anymore, and I was like, oh shit, okay, I am looking for another bands. Yeah, and just recently I started listening to their new music, and it's really not that bad. So I kind of missed out. I kind of stopped being a fan. I've never been on a concert of them, really. But I've been on the System of a Down. I even have a ticket somewhere. Well, I'll show you. I'm gonna brag about my ticket. Yes! Yes! They were in Łódź in 2013. God damn it, 4 years ago. Yeah, so I'd like waited for 6 or 7 years for this, and I could walk to the concert. How awesome is that? As you can also see on the graph, there are 3 bands that are big, and it's Submersed, Stick Puppies, and Trapped. And those are the bands I call the Great Trio or something. Even though they are not that connected to each other, they are kind of like from the same genre, I guess, like alternative indie rock, something like that. Yeah, and those are the bands I listen to the most, definitely. I pretty much never get bored with them. Submersed, yes. So as you can see, looking at the whole of this graph, I listen to mostly to like alternative rock. That's probably the dominant genre, but also to a more ambitious pop, like Taylor Swift. I love her. But also like pop rock and progressive metal, because why not, like Tool or Opeth, you know. Yeah, and Tessa Violet, she's a YouTuber and I love her music, like goddamn, it's, listen to it. Yeah, and LP, there's Linkin Park and LP as Laura Pergolizzi. Wow, that's a reference to Italian people actually. And when it comes to Polish music, I listen to like 2 bands, pretty much one. They are Laoche and Riverside, and only one of them sings in Polish. Because Riverside, you probably, if you know Riverside, maybe you don't even know it's from Poland, because they sing in English, and Mariusz, his name is, the vocalist, I guess, has a really great accent, so you cannot tell that they are from Poland. Yeah, but I like 3 songs probably. And when it comes to Laoche, yeah, that's also one of my favorite bands. They are a bit peculiar, so you don't really have to like it, but I really like their lyrics, even though they're a bit weird. But yeah, okay, and to kind of go deeper into this topic, I prepared a list of 20 of my favorite songs, including the songs of those bands or musicians that are on this graph. Only 20, because I wanted to make 10, but it's freaking impossible. Don't think that those songs are like my ultimate forever favorites, because it can change like tomorrow. Okay, so let's go. It's not a rank, they are just selected randomly. So the first one is Flicker by Submersed. Submersed is definitely one of my favorite bands, like, wow. Yeah, just listen to it. It's, yeah, just listen to it. Chandelier by Sia, of course. Yeah, that's one of those songs. I mean, it's, I am not really into having favorite songs amongst pop songs, like really popular songs that a lot of people will say they are their favorites, but this song totally deserves to be the exception. Spectrum by Florence and the Machine. I don't get chills that often. It's really rare for me to get chills when I listen to music. And when I heard Spectrum for the first time, god damn it, I had chills, dude. And this song is the reason why I even started listening to Florence. Yeah. When it comes to Taylor Swift, I guess Red is my favorite. Or maybe Should Have Said No. Or maybe State of Grace. Or maybe 15. I have no idea. Those four. Yeah. Mama Said by Metallica. Metallica is not like high on this graph. I can't even find it right now. It's somewhere there. Yeah. But there are like 3 or 4 songs that I really love by Metallica, and they make me really nostalgic. I don't really listen to the band anymore, but there are just those songs, you know. Feel by Robbie Williams. I really appreciate Robbie Williams as a musician, as a singer, as an artist, and well, this song is a song that I don't want to listen to that often because it brings like super weird feelings to me, like memories, and you know, this song was popular when I was like 11 or something. I love this song so much, and it makes me feel so many things that I don't want to listen to it that often, maybe once a year or something, to not lose this. Yeah, it's super unique for me, even though it's just a pop song, I guess. When it comes to Sick Puppies, the song that pops up in my head immediately when I think about them is What Are You Looking For? I guess that's the title. But my favorite is Howard's Tale. I admit that I don't fully understand the lyrics, but this is a powerful song. Yeah. Lost Realist by Trapped. If I ever get a tattoo, this song will probably be an inspiration for me. Because whenever I just hear this guitar at the beginning, I also get chills. It's really rare. But also the lyrics. The lyrics. If you like alternative rock that has really relatable, really relatable lyrics. What a tongue twister, god damn it. Listen to Trapped. They are really relatable. Really relatable lyrics, wow. Empire by Shakira. Coldplay. Try to guess. Yellow, of course. Number 10 by Audioslave. Definitely my favorite song of this band. I already mentioned that. Stranger Things Have Happened by Foo Fighters. Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs ever. And that's the only riff I can play on a guitar, kinda. Kinda. Toxicity by System of a Down. Just because. 100 by The Fray. Just because. It's really touching, I guess. When it comes to LP, it was really hard, but I guess Muddy Waters. I really like, oh god, Tokyo Sunrise as well, but no, Muddy Waters. Also chills. Faint by Linkin Park. It was also a tough choice because I love In the End. It's the first song that I memorized the lyrics of, and I also have to say that Linkin Park had a huge impact on my English because their lyrics were the first ones in English that I memorized, like especially memorized, because I couldn't hear even like words in what they were singing when I was 12, like barely anything. So yeah, that was a big deal for me to memorize the whole song, especially with rapping. So yeah, I still remember it, but now I remember like thousands of songs. God damn it, Points of Authority is really good as well. No, Faint. Ka-Ching by Shania Twain. Shania Twain? Shania Twain? I have no idea. That's the only song of her I know, probably. And I was obsessed with it when I was like 11. Probably like 11 and 12 11 or 12 was the age when I started exploring music, when I started feeling the music, like, and having my own taste in music. And Ka-Ching, that was probably the first song, one of the first that I was obsessed with. And the lyrics are not even about love. Who would have thought? Bleak by Opeth. When it comes to Opeth, I like the softer songs really more, but Bleak, the best. Jesus of Suburbia by Green Day. When it comes to Green Day, it's super tiny on the graph because I like 3 songs, 4 songs really. I barely listen to it, but when it comes to Jesus of Suburbia, yes, I listen to it pretty often. It's almost 10 minutes and it's made of like 3 songs like put together. But goddamn, I don't know, there's something about that song that makes me really love it. I started loving it when I was like 15, and then the lyrics were more relatable than they are now, but still I love the song. And last but not the least, Stink Fist by Tool. The lyrics are super dirty, I think. I have a hard time comprehending the lyrics of Tool, but yeah. But that's my favorite, definitely. Well, there's also a Perfect Circle, and I think my favorite song of Perfect Circle is The Outsider. Yeah. Disconnect and self-destruct, one bullet at a time. What's your rush now? Everyone will have his day to die. Tenacious D. Master Exploder. Wow. This song is fucking powerful. Yeah. Okay, a lot of questions from freaking Fred08. What is the origin of Marticore? That's a really good question, Fred. I feel like it's really obvious, but maybe some people could not really get the pun, because even my name has to be a pun, because I love puns. Yeah, it's a mix of my name and a manticore, which is a mythical creature. I think it's from German myths. And what inspired me for this name is, well, Heroes of Might and Magic 3. So a manticore, if you don't know, is a mix of a lion, a Scorpio, and wings of either a dragon or a bat. So that's why I have wings and a tail on my avatar, on my profile picture, and they were there. I mean, the tail was there on the last one, on the previous one, and on the new one I also have wings, so that's why. Yeah, and it's funny how you asked me this question, what is the origin, because actually the first place where I used that name was Origin, like the platform for Electronic Art games, when I was like registering my Sims. I never had a name on the internet that I really liked, that I like felt that it was me and it felt original. I was just like thinking, brainstorming really fast, and it just popped up in my head, because I think I was in a phase of playing Heroes of Might and Magic 3 back then. I get those from time to time. It's my favorite game, equally to Sims, really. Yeah, I don't play it that often as Sims, but wow, I have really strong feelings for that game. That's the origin of Marticore. Well, in the About section of my channel and many other places it says that I'm Marta the Manticore, so that's quite obvious. When it comes to the second question, I talked about it a little bit in the 50 facts video, so I won't answer it now. Besides YouTube and Sims, what other hobbies do you have? Well, I like art. When it comes to interests, I always say I have none. And someone once, like in high school, a lot of years ago, told me that it's really honest for me to just say that I have no interests, because some people would say that, oh, I'm interested in movies, I'm interested in music or something, and they are not really interested in it because they don't play anything, they don't watch anything, you know, this kind of stuff. And he said that it was really honest of me to say something like that. especially when he noticed that I have some interest, because I was attending music school back then, and you know, I have no interest. I play the piano, but yeah, so I guess well, music, probably singing, especially. Yeah, I've been going to singing classes and performing a little bit in singing, and I guess I was one of the best students in my class, even though it feels weird to say that because I don't sing that well. It's funny that I said that 3 hours before getting this. It's a prize for a vocal contest. I mean, it's not the first place, it's the third place, but still, god damn it. Yeah, there was this festival in Łódź called Folkowe Inspiracje, folk inspirations, and I am not a huge fan of Polish folk, but I was kind of dragged into it, but yeah, but I got the third place in my age category, of course. Category. Oh, and the contest was international. Just a detail. Congrats to me. Stop sniffing my prize, Misha. Yeah, if you want to see my performance, it's an unlisted video on this channel, so I will just link it in the description. You can see it. It's not the best performance. I am like really surprised I even got something, because I was super disappointed, because I got so petrified on that scene, because it was a scene in Manufaktura. It was like a concert kind of thing. So yeah, but probably most, or at least half of this prize was won by my guitarist that my teacher found me, and he's an amazing kid. Yeah, very talented. Yeah, so he is pretty much the best thing that happened on that performance. Not really me, because I can do way better. Yeah, but I gotta brag. Oh, it's a bronze boat. It's a boat because you can see that it has like boat here. Yeah, because it's a reference to Łódź, because Łódź, as I said before many times, it means boat, so it's kind of a pun, I guess. Yeah, I'm kind of proud. It's the first trophy that I got ever for anything, so good. So yeah, music, instruments, singing, that kind of stuff. What is something about American culture that you find fascinating or are bewildered about? I think the first thing that made me feel like Americans are the good kind of people or something like that was Linkin Park. Linkin Park started everything in my life, really. Yeah, that was the first thing that made me think that American people are really creative, because they are. When it comes to shows, TV series, movies, if something is good of those things, it's probably American. So I guess that's the thing that makes me really like America. What countries have you visited? I also talked about it in 50 Facts. Can you share any interesting experiences that you've had with a microwave? Yeah, I actually have two. I mean, it's nothing big. It's just, well, the first one is that, well, my mom is kind of hot-headed, and mostly when you go to buy something just as a microwave, bigger supply or something, you kind of think about it, you know, go to a few stores, and you know, it takes like a month to choose something. I would do it like that. And she was like, really? Drunken people outside my window, god damn it, Łódź. And my mom was just like, I am going out to buy a microwave, and she's back in an hour with a microwave. It was that simple. It was like 4 years ago probably, and in Poland microwaves have been just starting to be common. Yeah, not that many people had a microwave like 10 years ago. Like I knew nothing about microwaves. Yeah, and I remember like I wanted to warm something up, and I chose this plate. You probably don't see it, but it has a bit of like silver stuff on it, and it's like ornamented, you know, and there were fireworks in the microwave, and I got really scared of it. super scared. I am really careful with the microwave right now because of that experience. So yeah, that's the experience I had with a microwave. I also keep burning popcorn in it. Can you tell from the previous question that I ran out of serious questions to ask you? No. Are you still reading the list of questions? Yes. There's no more. Are you not uploading Sims videos anymore? It's okay if you don't, I'm just curious. Oh, Nana. They will come. There were more people interested in this. There were more questions about it. Because yeah, I know, Sims kind of disappeared from this channel, but I said in the last Strange Town that I wouldn't record another episode of Strange Town until I finish the Sims 3 series. And it's not finished yet. Yeah, I am struggling with it a little bit because I got super bored of it, but I am almost at the end. So a video of the ending of the Sims 3 series will be probably next week. And yeah. And then we go back to Strange Town, and I cannot wait because I miss Strange Town so much. And there will be another series of Sims too. Camera is dying, of course. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was probably a bit chaotic as always. There's gotta be a chaotic episode here on this channel. So if you have any questions for the third one, for the third episode, leave them below. And yeah, remember to subscribe if you like the video. And see you in the next one. Bye! My guitar is not tuned.